Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Roadcraft. Here's an update and where I'm at. I finished my third map, Incommunicado. I had a hard time getting 100% completion. I discovered it was because I hadn't actually driven on two of the three bases. So if you play this game, you care about finishing the full map, make sure you actually drive onto each base. How do you know you've done it? There will be a blue icon. It's your garage icon. So once you trigger the base, uh, you can then access the garage. That's another clue. So, and why would you want to do that? Well, if you have multiple bases across these huge maps, you can move. It's a way to kind of teleport your vehicles. So in my mind, it's like I have staff that drives my equipment. If I need it at one side of the map or at one base, they will bring it to me. But really what's happening is you can just switch it between bases. You can also access materials that way from any of the bases, which is super convenient. I haven't taken advantage of that fully quite yet. But once I figured that out, I got 100% completion, and I am now on my fourth map. And this one I've already driven just a little bit. There has been an earthquake. Seems like there's a lot of, I think the storyline here is they call us in when there's a disaster. So in my brain, this has to make sense to me. So that's what we are. We are a kind of a um, specialized construction company that comes in and brings everything back to how it needs to be. So um, when you first start a new map, you only have access to a scout vehicle, and that is until you can open up your garage. So I had just done that before I hit record. So this is that base icon, garage icon I'm talking about, and this allows you to access all of your vehicles once you drive there. So um, here's my vehicle over here, and my objectives. My first objectives. Well, my first objective was to explore the area. That's all you've missed here. So I explored the area. I had to drive to these little circles that my dispatcher set out for me. So there was um, one here and then one down by the steel beams facility, and that's pretty much where I'm at. And then basically I was scouting, right? So trying to figure out just what the damage was. Now here's my garage. This is what I wanted to show you. Um, once you have a garage open, a base garage open, you have access to all of your vehicles. So these are all the vehicles that I have or purchased. You start off with a Rusty, and then you can buy additional vehicles. So I'm looking pretty good money-wise, 123,000 in the bank, and I'm excited to update some of these vehicles that I haven't quite yet. The Rusty ones. When you go back to the Rusty ones after buying an updated one, oh my gosh, then you realize just how slow and clunky they really were. Now, in the shop where you can buy additional vehicles, you have to qualify for that level of vehicle. Right now in the upper, above my head, above there, there we go, above my head, way up in the corner, it shows that I have 8 stars. So I cannot buy these vehicles here. These are the expensive ones. 14, 19, 20, 18, 15, and then all the way back around 12, 13. So most of these I can't buy. This Scout right here, the Don 72, which looks really cool. I have to be level 9. I got some this new machine here, level 10 and 11. So I don't qualify for a lot right now. These are all the ones that I've purchased. This one here looks like a tree harvester. I can buy a new one once I reach level 9. So Depends on what you need to do. Here's a Scout that I could buy now for $35,000. Looks like a Hummer. I don't spend a lot of time scouting, to be honest with you. I usually spend my time working on the roads and clearing and moving and things like that. So you can see I have multiple dozers and things like that that I actually use. So anyway, there's the garage. My objectives are to clear out damaged containers around the port, give the tunnel exit base access to pipe production, and replace the damaged gas tank to start the plant. So I believe what we'll do is we'll just take those one at a time. You can open it, and you can also hit X to track it, and that'll put it basically on your map so you can pay attention. It'll show you where it's at all times. So it looks like I need to get off the map over there. And then it gives you a little more detailed information. It says, all right, once the area is secure, not sure if I did any of that yet, we'll be shipping over all the gear you need. Your job is to tackle the heap of damaged containers. Cluttering the port will need a generous chunk of space to unload the pumps from the barge. So get your hands dirty and make some room for the trucks to drive around these parts freely. Why don't you try your luck with the port crane? It looks to be in working order. So I can't access that yet because the map is not opened. So what I need to do is get there. Looks like a road, although there's a train in the way. There's a train car right there that's probably in the way. Can I get around it? I don't know. There's a bridge out here. Looks like the train's crashed right there as well. So must have been during the earthquake. So can I go underneath of that? Maybe. And then up this road. So it sounded like such a simple thing. Fastest way to get to your vehicle is just go to vehicle and show you where it is at. And if you want to enter it, you just hit Y. So for this particular mission, since I tracked it, you can see now on my screen, it tells me to the left, 606 meters away. Now I don't know I can get around if I can get around that way. That's where I'm headed. So what we'll do is we'll put the brake on. We'll take a look at exactly what we think our plan of action is. That road is out. It needs a bridge. Just not great. Can I get that bridge is out or whatever? No, that not. Yeah, there's a bridge across there. So you want to figure out the best way to get there. And that looks like a port. So I would have to, looks like I have to access it from up here. So if there's a crane, I can't see it. Oh, right there. No, that's an antenna. So I can't access the crane yet. Also, you notice that the vehicles were in the garage, but they're not available under the vehicle tab. That's because I guess I haven't been to the garage. I don't think physically. Haven't actually driven onto it. So I don't have access. Or maybe I haven't deployed them. Maybe I have to deploy them. So just curiosity here. Let me find my... There we go. This is just learning the game. I think, yep, I have to deploy. So let's say I wanted to drive, the truck's already out there. The little person, the green person icon shows you that that's what I'm driving. But if I wanted to drive a tractor over there, a dozer, probably one of my better ones, I would have to deploy it. So there we go. So now it's out. So that's basically what you have to do is deploy all of these. They are available in the garage, but we will need to deploy all of them at some point. So I was just curious about that. So back to so now I have two. See, I can access both of those, but I do want to jump into the truck and I think and find a way Is there a way? You want to be smart about how you do this. Um, it's a little bit hard looking straight down, but I need to, and I apologize for that. I just need to find a smart way to get here. Um, and that looks like I could drive right through town. Maybe. Let me see where this goes. There's a working bridge. And where's my truck? Truck is way over there. So if I could get to that. Now it's a little hard to tell top view, like I said. Can I drive through that? I don't know, but could I drive through this? Maybe. Maybe. And, oh, bridge out. That doesn't look great. So, but that's where my truck is. So let's jump back in the truck and let's just see what that looks like from this perspective. Take the brake off. Okay, so not as bad as I thought. I think I might be able to get there. We'll drive over those. Everything that flashes a color is something you can recycle. Different colors for different types of materials. So blue is metal. This is where it gets ugly. Blue is metal, and you can turn that into new metal pipes and things like that. Yellow is like rubbish, trash, and they can make miscellaneous stuff out of that. I'm hoping I can drive right down. Yeah, that doesn't look great, does it? But maybe, maybe, maybe this is where I want the Hummer, But whoa, come on. Let's see. Can I just go up this way? Now, with your vehicle, I have a choice between differential. Whoops, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Diff lock. So what that does is that locks all four wheels together so they travel at the same speed. Much more powerful, but very slow, right? But super useful if you need to get through rough terrain. All-wheel drive. That should be kind of self-explanatory, but all four wheels are turning with gears with the transmission. So it's not a two-wheel drive vehicle. It's all-wheel drive, which is a little bit different than four-wheel drive. I'm not going to get into the technical side. They're close. All-wheel drive is becoming more and more of a common thing because it's such a good way to propel a vehicle. And then I also have low gear. So that would be only if I'm having a hard time getting through mud, muck, water, etc. So I have all of those options. I typically keep diff on and all-wheel drive on, but low gear off because the low gear is slow. And that pretty much will get me around wherever I need to go. Now I made it across there much easier than I thought, and it looks like I might be able to sneak through here. I need to be smart about it though. I'm gonna shift into low gear. Um, let's try it. I could roll, man. I could roll this thing. Oh, um, yeah. Well, that might not end well. I'm gonna take that might be my last choice. Let's go look up here and see, because things do look much different at eye level here. Just looked like that train was blocking me, so I can't get. Oh, there's a dock in between over there. And this is the scouting that I'm talking about. You spend some time scouting, especially at the first part of a mission. Now, can I squeeze between? No, no. That would be no. So it's one of the fun parts of the game. There's so many parts that are fun. Like almost none of it's not fun, honestly. It's such a fun game. Now, oh wait, can I squeeze through there? But scouting is kind of like four-wheeling. You know, you just go four-wheeling in your vehicle. And man, could I knock that over? No. So close. If I could push that car, what are the chances that my what looks like a Ford 250 or Ford 350 um, could push that train? Because man, that would open it up right there. Boom. Oh, dude, let's go. Yes. I did not think that was possible, but I think that was what I was supposed to do. I love that. Love it. Love it. Okay, love it. So let's figure out now what do we do? Just because we're here, now what? That may not mean anything. Um, because look, it's way out there somewhere. Um, and I could be totally wrong. I cannot drive off the cliff. So there is a recycle. So that green square down there is where you drop off recyclable stuff. And the yellow thing is where you pick things up that are produced for you. Now, oh, that's the crane. Also, I need to. No, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. This is not the crane. Oh, don't get stuck on the tracks here. All right. Oh, we are doing some off-roading. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes, there is a way. Very cool. There is a road right there. Okay. And maybe I could have gone that way, but I don't know. But the way I did it was fun. So we're going straight down and we got some mud. We're gonna miss that. Let's just check our destination. We've got to go up this way and probably right there. And you can always use this little marker thing. I like the flag and just pick a color. So red. So what you can do is I'm going to shift into low drive just because this looks really sandy. The red flag gives me, it's like a GPS. And note to developers, I've said this before, it would be so great to have a little mini map in the lower left corner. So I wouldn't have to constantly switch over to overhead view. If I just had a little mini map, I could keep an eye on where I was going. Now that does not look like a easy access at all. And I was good with pushing a train on wheels, but those are, oh, maybe right here. Maybe. See, they don't make it easy, but okay, yeah, I can just drive across. I'm going to take it out of low for a minute here. Let's see how I do without it. I'm just going to drive straight across these concrete. This was it looks like a rail track of some sort. There we go. We're going to bring it right into here. This should trigger something. So basically, hey, area revealed. And now I'd go back and I could turn off that red flag. I just hit Y. And here's where I need to go. So I have to trigger that yellow box, which I'm just going to. There we go. Ah, okay. Got it. So, so for today's episode, my goal is to clear the port. And what you need to do is use this crane to get everything out of that yellow box. That's it. There's not that much. We'll start with this one. So once you're over the top of it, we can get used to our controls again so we know exactly what we need to do. You can raise or lower the hook. You can slide right or left. You can even move the entire crane on the train tracks, which is so cool. And then what we need to do is connect to it somehow, right? So how do we do that? How do we do that? Well, I don't know. I don't remember. Raise lower hook. That moves the actual thing. That moves that actual thing. So it's not those. That's rotate the camera. Okay. I don't remember actually. Um, Up, down, left, right. Maybe that one can't. Okay. I was wasting my time. That's what was going on. So you have to get those little dots. And then, okay. I thought I would have to move that. I was being too technical. Like always. Like always. I thought they wanted everything out of the yellow box. That would include that big blue container. So I am going to, oh, I'll just slide over. I love these. These cranes are so cool how you can slide the whole thing. You can rotate the box, slide the box, and then we'll just go ahead and drop that thing down there. And then you hit A to release. We'll slide back over here. At the same time, we can left stick rotate, and I'll stop moving. I guess that's one way to do it. I like interesting, creative ways of doing things. Now, my truck might be in the way, but that is a fun way to move stuff. Come on, tell me that's not. Look at that. Almost got rid of 3 in one movement there. So I can't do that with the other. So let's go ahead and. I like doing more than one thing at a time. I think that's a sign of skill. It's a skill move. I get skill points for that in my own mind. So let's Let's rotate and then slide. I just think it's fun to try to do 2 things on a big. Oh, that was it. That was it. Okay, so the way I did it was pretty quick. In the pipe, 5x5. So what they're doing is bringing in. So I made way. Oh, hello. I made way uh, for the team to bring in our equipment so we can do more stuff, which we'll do next time around. So thanks for joining me for this episode. That was so fun. I could play this all day, all night. I've been playing for 2 weeks. So I'm about 76 hours into it. So pretty much a full-time job for me at this point. So I'm having so much fun. Pick it up, Roadcraft, and let me know what you think. I'll catch you next time on my next shift. For now, though, Mr. Johns is out.